people have wanted to end Roe v. Wade to get it back to the states. We did that. It was an incredible thing, an incredible achievement. We did that, and now the states have it.
This is what happens when you leave it to the states.
There has to be some form of punishment.
Arizona has restored an abortion law that is so old that when it was passed in 1864, Arizona wasn't even a state, although Mitch McConnell was still in junior high. But the real story is the anti-abortioners got what they wanted, which is a draconian bill that treats women like condemned property. But maybe the issue that finally destroys MAGA. Maybe.
We have great legislation already on the books, so when this decision comes down, that will kind of click in, and we will see older legislation that's already been passed, and Arizona will not be a state where abortions are happening.
Okay, that was Kari Lake a couple years ago, praising the law that was passed 164 years ago, before women could vote. And today, not only outlaws abortion, but seeks to put women and doctors in prison. For the record, here's what else was happening in 1864. A man could rape his wife. Women couldn't divorce their husbands. And if she was caught in an affair, under most circumstances, he could kill her. And oh yeah, the Civil War was raging and doctors didn't wash their hands before surgery. So let's bring the good times back. What do you say?
Breaking news out of Arizona, where the state Supreme Court just made a monumental abortion decision, prospectively enforcing a 159-year-old mandate that is far stricter than the current law that's in place, outright banning abortion at any point by penalty of prison.
Now, that law also, we should note, does not contain at this point exceptions for rape or incest, and that's what's happening right now. Now, one immediate impact of this ruling, which really is sending waves across the country, is that it could really increase the popularity of a potential ballot measure in the works for this year. Advocates in Arizona have said that they've already gotten more than 500,000 signatures.
Wow. So let me introduce to you all the new Kari Lake, not quite as evil as previously advertised.
Kari Lake, the Arizona Republican Senate candidate, yesterday came out strongly against Arizona's Supreme Court ruling. She wrote in part, "I am the only woman and mother in this race. I understand the fear and anxiety of pregnancy and the joy of motherhood."
I don't believe in abortion. I think the older law is going to go into effect. That's what I believe will happen. I don't think abortion pills should be legal. We have a great law on the books right now. If that happens, we will be a state where we will not be taking the lives of our unborn anymore.
I'm incredibly thrilled that we are going to have a great law that's already on the books, so it will prohibit abortion in Arizona.
That's the new shuffle back position for Republicans, from the righteous BS of stop murdering our babies to let the states decide to murder our babies. That's always been the GOP stance, though.
Kari Lake, who was running for Arizona Senate, saying in part, quote, "This is a very personal issue that should be determined by each individual state."
By allowing states to decide is the exact same argument conservatives used for slavery, Jim Crow, the death penalty, interracial marriage, and allowing a woman to end a pregnancy. States like MAGA headquarters Alabama currently deny childless couples IVF treatments. The point is, we are the United States, not 50 little fiefdoms.
Great Republican Party will always be with you in your quest for the ultimate joy in life. Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended.
Trump is such an idiot. 1 minute he's for a federal ban, praising SCOTUS and his appointees, and the next he's doing, well, the states should decide lather.
It seems very clear, Congressman Gallego, and as of tonight, she seems to be very afraid of what she has said in the past.
She is lying, Lawrence.
But no one exemplifies the hypocrisy more than Kari Lake, whose whiny protests morphed into a greater insanity as she lied her way through the 2020 fiasco, claiming both her and Trump had the election stolen from them. She's also been an outspoken idiot on choice, trying to balance her Hitler act while joining forces with Trump to belittle Arizona's Hispanic communities, doubling down on Trump's obscene attacks on them.
They're not sending their best.
Lake has championed such extreme measures, such as wanting to jail women, doctors, and anyone who might even drive a woman to a clinic. And then it all blew up.
I'm 12 years old. I attend Buffalo Middle School. I play for varsity volleyball, and I run track. My education is very important to me, and I plan on doing great things in life. If a man decides that I'm an object and does unspeakable and tragic things to me, am I a child supposed to carry and birth another child? Am I to put my body through the physical trauma of pregnancy? am I to suffer the mental implications? A child who had no say in what was being done with my body. Some here say they are pro-life. What about my life?
The reaction to Arizona has the potential to blow up MAGA and their torch-carrying little incel freaks.
This is a question of practicality. Guess what? None of you people in Congress are pure enough for me when it comes to your principles. None of you. I'm full-scale pro-life. I'm full-scale small government. I'm full-scale anti-entitlement.
For the record, childbirth is 10 times more dangerous than carrying a child to term, and even worse in poorer immigrant communities, where prenatal care and checkups have been picked clean by fiscal conservatives who attack women while cutting taxes for corporations and billionaires. Planned Parenthood has been repeatedly attacked, both by politicians and right-wing militia, despite the fact that 90% of their work with women is helping them with non-abortion health issues.
And I believe I will win. God willing, and the people of Arizona vote for me. We need more leaders who are moral and will do the right thing, not what the polls are telling them to do, not from the pressure of some people who might be out protesting.
I understand the fear and anxiety of pregnancy and the joy of motherhood. I oppose today's ruling.
Kari Lake and Trump crapped the bed, and now they're trying to clean it all up. But Fox News and other right-wing media don't care about anything but keeping the anti-abortion white men watching.
It hurts Trump for a few days, and then people start to realize this is not the worst thing in the world.
He may come out. He'll come out against us. Oh, no, maybe he won't. But remember, his point was the legislature, Mark. He didn't mention the court. So this is tricky. State Supreme Court, does that qualify as a state decision?
Yeah, that's what it is to be pro-choice. Yeah. The states can decide. If you had to travel to another state to get an abortion, it's not the worst thing in the world. Hopefully, this is a very rare occurrence in your life. Once in your life, maybe you would do it. Buying a bus ticket to go somewhere to get it is not the worst thing in the world.
That's Rich, an old white conservative talk show host telling women to ride on a bus for 12 hours because a state run by old white conservatives should be able to do whatever they want. But let me get this straight. A state can't ban minorities or a woman from eating in a restaurant or staying in a hotel or housing or unemployment, but they can make her take a Greyhound bus across 5 states to save her own life?
She is lying, Lawrence.
Of course Kari Lake is lying. So is Donald Trump and every MAGA who will try to shift their blame from this attack on women's lives to the states. Guess what? States don't get to do this in any other area. Could Utah ban masturbation? Could Tennessee ban gay people? Or think about this one. What if every pregnant woman in America went to Arizona to have their baby? You think they'd all still be pro-life? The Republican Party's in trouble, and they know it, because women are scaring the crazy out of them. But will it be enough? Because Trump and Lake and every fascist who is vulnerable to the storm of women finally standing up will lie about their position in language that defends states under the Dobbs decision. But again, this Supreme Court does not and never has reflected the rights and concerns of American women.
Some here say they are pro-life. What about my life?
Women make up the majority in this nation, but have been conned by men into thinking we have their best interests at heart. We don't. Trump and this Republican Party can dance all around it, but their boot is on your throat. They will not stop until you stop them. How? Mark this date. November 5th.
Am I wrong?
Who's with me?
Yes! Tick-tock, mother...
Time to pack it up.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
Follow, like, and please subscribe to Really American, where we keep you up to date on the latest Republican cult lie in this very important year. Hey, and make sure you join us as a member on Patreon, where we can connect directly with you and enable us to expand, make more videos, and hire more hosts. Can't do it without you. For Really American,
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.